must have.
Really got a lot going for it.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Try something new at the One Mean Restaurant.
People must have iron
Let me
stomachs.
tell you how it is.
Wow. Lyra's really got a lot going for it. I just like to make people smile.
Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
Why not treat yourself to a seasonal gift from Scent of Spring? I promise it'll be unforgettable. I just like to make people smile.
I can't believe what should I try this time?
I just like to make people
It's raining again? Oh, this isn't good. If the rain washes away the traces, it's gonna set us back a long way.
Interesting.
No.
And your grandma
grandfather is of the same opinion, Miss Lanyon?
Yes. On Lantern Rite, the moon shall go dark. That's what the signs are indicating. Celestial observation isn't Grandpa's strong suit. But he discussed it with several other elders from our clan, and their conclusion was the same.
It's consistent with the information we've received from other sources as well.
You mean the whole thing? About the legend of Jeonju the Moon Devourer? Happening in real life?
Yes, that's one of them.
So it's true. I thought it was just a rumor.
It's true. But right now, the bigger issue is that all our sources indicate the phenomenon's gonna happen again. I'm not sure this bodes well.
Let's remain optimistic for now. We're making progress interpreting the artifacts, and Ganyu is consulting with the Adepti as we speak. Besides, apart from the incident at Wanmin Restaurant, there haven't been any other moon-related disturbances.
Ningguang, Keqing, and Lanyan! You're all here!
Yay, welcome back. All the cats are here.
Oh, Traveler! And Paimon! It's been a while. Happy Lantern Rite.
Yes, happy Lantern Rite. What brings you here, though?
Well,
I thought you'd be
your
at the
voice is
harbor enjoying the
different.
Shao lanterns.
You're certainly not the type to visit you.
What? We're not allowed to just drop in on our friends during the...
I was only teasing. You're welcome to visit us anytime you wish. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, and about all the moon business you were just talking about? We have something to show you. Here, take a look! Whoa! Something really did take a chunk out of the moon.
Interesting.
Someone managed to capture a picture of it. Is this Jeonju, the Moon Devourer, then?
Even though we confirmed this event took place, I still can't quite believe what I'm seeing. Where did you get this picture?
From Xiangling! She found it when she was cleaning up after that customer caused a scene. She thinks they must have dropped it. Wait, is this? No, it's just where I'm from. It said that Chuang Terrace was where the ancient people of Chenyu Vale communicated with the heaven. And in this picture, the moon happens to be right above Chuang Terrace. I was just surprised, that's all. It's probably just a coincidence.
That's interesting because the ancient people of Chenyu Vale migrated there from the chasm area.
The chasm?
According to our investigation, that customer you just mentioned, Lu Xiangxiang, her father and grandfather are merchants in Liyue Harbor, and her mother and grandmother, a few days ago, she left her home in Chaoying Village to join a civilian archaeological team funded by Hoishan Hall, and ended up excavating some artifacts in the chasm area. These artifacts were then entrusted to Shigu Antiques and are set to be featured in an upcoming exhibition. Then, of course, the incident at Wanmin Restaurant occurred. We suspect something happened during the excavation that left her with quite the shock.
And now, it seems like she also went to Chuang Terrace and took that picture of the moon disappearing.
The chasm? Chuang Terrace? Things are getting pretty complicated.
She's not in a good mental state. Why don't you come with me to check up on her? At this point, you seem invested in this case too.
Gladly.
Then let's head there now.
Now
Interesting.
that I see this picture, it looks less like a piece of the moon was eaten, and more like something is obscuring.
But what sort of thing could block...
Good question. Let's do this. What's going on?
Ah, Lady Yuhong. Oh, and the traveler in pot.
What a pleasant surprise. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy
I
Lantern
hope
Rite.
we're not interrupting Dr. Bai.
Not at all. I assume you're here to see the patient. Unless it's urgent, however, it would be best not to disturb her rest.
Is it condition that
It's
bad?
quite unstable. She's even more agitated than when she first arrived. And she refused to cooperate when we tried to check her over. I had no choice but to prescribe a calming draught and to have her rest for 2 days.
So she's getting worse? That isn't the...
It's just a precaution. Based on an earlier conversation with her, it seemed more like a fixation than anything else. She hasn't lost her mind.
That's right. When we asked about it, well, it might not be far and wide, but she certainly made a name for herself around Yujing Terrace. Even some of the Qixing know who she is.
Not often, that's for certain. From my initial assessment, the patient appears to have experienced some sort of shock, and whatever it was seems...
But what could have caused such a thing? The relics from the chasm? Or the moon?
Come back in 2 days, and you might...
I suppose that's all we can do for now. We'll take our leave then, Dr. Baish.
Of course. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to stop.
Speaking of those relics from the chasm, aren't they being featured in an exhibition?
That's right. Are you planning?
Yeah, we wanted to have a talk with Zhang Li anyway, and now Paimon's even more curious about these relics.
Would you like to tag along?
I would, except every item in the exhibition had to be registered with the Ministry of Civil Affairs. So I'm afraid it's been spoiled for me. I reviewed them all myself. There are some rather peculiar artifacts, that's for certain. We're still working on decoding the ancient text.
Yeah, the word...
Huh? How did you...
Xingqiu told us. He said there were some ancient poems.
He's quite well informed, isn't he? Well, he's right. We believe they're direct references to the ancient nation of long gone. As for the other text, instead of regular poetry, it seems to be more like ceremonial language used to worship the moon and the gods.
The moon and the gods?
Well, looks like it's almost time for the exhibition. You two should head over. There's an usher at the harbor who will lead you to the venue.
Interesting.
Not at all. The exhibition is free to the public. The people of Liyue have a great respect for our history and are eager to learn. Plus, the exhibition is being organized by Linlong, the owner of Shigu Antiques. As far as I know, it's been a long-time goal of hers to hold a cultural exhibition of this scale, where people can learn all sorts of information about the past.
Guess we're in for a real treat tonight then.
Yes, have a great time. There's still more artifact decoding work I need to finish, so we'll have to part ways here. After seeing the picture you brought, there's a few ideas I'd like to follow up on.
You're hard at work even during festival season? Huh. You haven't changed one bit, Ka-Ching.
I'm simply fulfilling the responsibilities of my position. That's all. All right.
Well, guess we should head over to the harbor and find that usher.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Here for the exhibition? After you.
Whoa! Look at all the antiques on this ship! It's almost too much to take in!
Greetings. I trust you've been well since last we met?
Aha! Speak of the devil! You're right where Hu Tao said you'd be.
Ah, so...
Don't act like you're up to some super secret business. We know you just do whatever you feel like.
Yo, Traveler! Paimon! What's up?
It's been a while, you two. Happy Lantern Rite.
Beidou! Yunshin! It's great to see you! You're here for the exhibition too?
Yes. When I heard these artifacts were from ancient times, I just knew I had to come learn more about them. I mean, what a discovery, right?
Yeah, Ningguang pretty much said the same thing. She thought coming here might help culture me up or something. But as you know, I'm more of a fists and punches type of person.
You're too modest, Captain. You're the leader of the Crux fleet. That takes far more skill than just fists and punches.
Plus, at the end of the day, you still decided to come, even though you didn't have to listen to Ningguang.
Well, she's the Tianquan. If she can't even get an average ship captain like me to do her bidding, how's that gonna look?
You sure know how to think from her perspective, huh?
I guess I do. Anyway, how's everyone enjoying the exhibition? I heard that if you see something you like, you can negotiate the price with the owner.
Wait, so we can buy this stuff?
Indeed. Although Shigu Antiques is hosting this exhibition, many of the items come from private collectors. As long as both parties reach an agreement, you can make an offer of mora or an equivalent trade. Well, shall we continue our conversation as we look around?
Let's go! Paimon's super...
Just what will we come across the...
Interesting.
Could it be...
Huh. This material is quite
Very
unusual.
impressive.
It doesn't look like paper. More like silk, or some other kind of fabric.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Well spotted. This is a painting of Jianju, the Moon Devourer, made primarily with mulberry silk. Such craftsmanship is rarely seen in modern-day Liyue.
Ha! Jianju the Moon Devourer! Paimon knew it! That toad made it super obvious.
What's that? A new dish at Wanmin restaurant?
No! It's a kind of lunar eclipse. You heard about how the moon disappeared recently, right?
Huh.
Oh, yeah. You're saying a toad did that?
They say it like that, it's ridiculous.
So, nothing to do with food then. Noted.
And the figure next to the toad. Is that the white horse Adepteus? From the stories I've heard, her palace lies on the moon.
That would seem to be a logical assumption. No. In fact, this item was discovered in Chenyu Vale, and many years ago at that.
Oh, so it's from Chenyu Vale?
Actually, that's not quite right. You see, this painting is primarily comprised of mineral-based pigments, such as cinnabar and azurite, which are usually found within stratified rock. This suggests its place of origin may very well have been the chasm.
You could have just started with that.
You're as knowledgeable as ever, Mr. Zhongli. I had only ever heard the legend of Jianju the Moon Devourer. But now, seeing it depicted in this, if I purchased it, perhaps it could serve as inspiration for a new opera. Though I'm not quite sure who the painting belongs to.
A splendid idea, Miss Yoon. Perhaps in lieu of Mora, you could offer the lyrics to said opera as
The lyrics?
Why, to me, of course. I am the owner of this painting.
Wait, so you're one of the private collectors of the exhibition? No wonder.
But lyrics in exchange for a precious antique? My work could never...
I don't know about that. I'm not much of a scholar, but even I know your operas are in a league of their own.
An astute observation, Captain Beto. In my possession, this painting is nothing but a lifeless artifact. In your hands, however, it could be transformed into a new piece of art entirely. Quite the...
But I'm not sure when I'll be able to finish writing it. It certainly won't...
Allow me to be equally forthright, Miss Yoon. This silk painting is merely a copy I made of the original work. There is no need for such concern over its value.
Huh? So it's a fake?
I had no idea you were such a skilled artist, Mr. Zhongli. I pride myself on having some knowledge of antiques, but I didn't notice anything that would point to it being a replica.
You never cease to amaze.
You flatter me. All that said, Miss Yoon, you must accept. True.
He's gone from handing out fake Mora to fake paintings.
Your kindness is impossible to refuse, Mr. Zhongli. Rest assured, I'll be sure to return the...
I shall look forward to it.
Yay!
Man, that was quite the find. I should buy something too, if only so I can show it off to Ningguang.
Classic Beto.
Keep going and see what we can find.
Wow. It must have quite the story behind it. I've never seen anything like it before.
Do you know what this is, Zhongli?
Ah. I heard from Miss Linlong that a carriage made of Celadon jade was unearthed in the chasm. A copper canopy, a body adorned with flowing clouds and geometric patterns. Yes, this must be the one. A precious piece indeed.
This thing's gotta be thousands of years old, right? Crazy to think people back then were capable of such intricate metalwork.
Too often, we view the past and future through the lens of the present. Objects that fascinated us as children seem crude later in life. And that's only after a few decades or so of separation. If one were to stretch time across hundreds or thousands of years, one might discover that time is not always a force that pushes things forward.
It would seem the people of that era managed to create a remarkable civilization in their own right.
Makes me want to get my hands on this even more. Ningguang's gonna be so jealous, don't you think?
Has this war chariot caught your eye, Captain Beto?
Oh, you must be Linlong from Shigu Antiques. Nice to meet you. This exhibition has been amazing so far.
Well, that's all thanks to supportive patrons like you and Mr. Zhang. As for this war chariot, it was discovered by an archaeological team sponsored by Hoishan Hall.
How
90 million? Ooh, looks like my eyes were a bit too big for my wallet.
Quite a bargain.
Interesting.
a bargain? 90 million more I could feed Paimon for like...
And if you actually went on an eating spree that long, perhaps you'd be considered an antique worth that kind of mora, too.
What, 90 million? Nuh-uh! Paimon's worth way more than that!
Well, if Mr. Zhongli thinks it's a good deal, I'm sure it's worth it.
Beto's putting way too much faith in Zhongli. What if he's only here to drive up...
I'll take the chariot, Miss Linlong. Someone will come by with the paint.
Quite the discerning eye you have, Captain. After the exhibition ends, I'll have someone deliver it to the Alcourt.
Actually, could you send it straight to Yujing Terrace? I'd like for the Tianquan to see the proof of my discerning eye for herself.
Understood.
Great. Yunjin and I both found something. What about you three? And don't worry about the Mora. It's all on me. Nobody's going home empty-handed tonight.
I appreciate your kindness, Captain. But I'm afraid I have some private matters to discuss with Miss Linlong.
In that case, don't let us keep you, Mr. Zhongli.
Right this way.
Traveler, Paimon, perhaps you would like to accompany me.
Impressive.
What? So you can show us another bargain antique that's so far out of our price?
Other people are always demanding Mr. Zhongli's time, but it's quite rare for him to extend an invitation himself.
I wouldn't pass up this opportunity if I were you.
Yeah, just don't forget to come aboard the Alcor for a drink later.
Yeah, guess you're right.
Okay.
These are all the jade pieces that were found.
Wow!
These are a type of ceremonial jade. You're familiar with Chenyu Vale's rain jade.
Oh, yeah! So these pieces are all used in the rain jade ceremony?
Well, you may not know, Paimon,
Excuse me.
but before the rain jade rite came into practice, Chenyu Vale was known for a different ceremonial tradition that also involved jade. The bee is used to honor heaven, the Tsong to honor earth, the Gui to honor the east, the Jiang to honor the south, the Hu to honor the west, and the Huan to honor the north. These form the 6 ritual jades.
Quite impressive works.
It's unfortunate, however, that Miss Linlong's set is missing.
Oh, I know. These jade artifacts are from such an ancient time.
No matter. You happen to have precisely the
Huh? This broken jade token?
an affect belonging to an old acquaintance.
An old acquaintance? One of your...
You could say that, traveler.
Huh. It doesn't look all that special to Paimon. Just seems like a broken artifact.
Indeed. It's been thousands of years since the moon has appeared in such a form.
So, in the past, the moon wasn't always full. Then, could this missing chunk be from when Jeonju devoured part of the moon?
Interesting.
It's worth looking into.
Your insight is invaluable, Mr. Zhongli. I had no idea how special this piece was. Since it has caught your interest, allow Shigu Antiques to cover the cost.
Oh, that is far too generous, Miss Linlang.
Not at all. I've always wanted to give people a chance to appreciate these snapshots of history. So holding an exhibition like this has been a lifetime wish of mine. And it never would have been possible without your help, Mr. Zhongli.
I merely put in a good word with a few acquaintances of mine.
And it had a profound impact. Without your recommendation, I doubt half of these collectors would have come to the exhibition. So, on both a personal and professional level, I owe you my thanks, Mr. Zhongli.
Wow! Zhongli actually did something useful for once.
Impressive.
Three, 5, 7. $11, 13, 17. $19, 23, 29.
31.
You also enjoy counting in such a fashion, lost child? The same loneliness as them. It seems to exist in your heart as well.
Me? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
What is this place?
The shadow of the moon? Or a dream of time? I'm sorry. No one has asked me such things before. I've been here for so long. There is much I have forgotten.
Did you bring
I
me?
know nothing of your arrival, yet I sense the moonlight's guidance within you, child. Perhaps that you seem confused. Perhaps that the path home is that direction. But I was never. You should take a look. No need. It would seem farewell. May the moonlight ever shine upon you.
No, we're going together. Damn it. This is stupid.
Wow! Jiangwei actually did something useful for...
Your complexion looks rather ashen.
Yeah, what's wrong? Does your stuff... Huh? What are you talking...
Ah, I'm afraid we must take our leave, Miss Linlang. My friend has...
Of course.
Traveler, Paimon, please. Ah, yes. Regarding the payment for the Jade token.
Guess someone's thinking of me. But this must be that consultant of yours. I bet he's out there spending all year more at the...
Interesting.
The perfect employee if he just knew how to rein in the spending. But never mind him. Let's focus on the moon. We gotta see if it gets eaten tonight.
Interesting.
I don't think it's going to happen.
It is quite late. And how about we head back? Head back? Actually, I do have a new dish I'm testing out tomorrow. And as part of my... Alright. Guess it just wasn't meant to be. Let's go. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. When the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
Interesting.
Aren't we going to rest? Why did you bring us...
Because I imagine the traveler would like to know.
Oh, right. Ugh, Paimon's Oh, how is that possible?
It sounds like his spirit formed an inexplicable connection with the being in that space.
So the White Horse Adeptus?
You suspected from the beginning, didn't you? Indeed, the being you met is the fabled White Horse Adeptus, and the original owner of this jade token. Her name is Zibai.
Wait, does that mean she's inside this token?
No, she does not reside within this token, but rather within the moon's shadow. This token is merely a medium. Word has it you accomplished quite the feat in Nodcry. You and your friend brought the Frost Moon back to Tevat.
Correct.
Tell me, did you ever wonder about the other moon? The one...
We never really thought about it, but...
Indeed, it was false. Its true nature, nothing but a projection of the moon. It also happens to be the prison.
Wait, the White Horse Adeptus is... But the moon in the sky right now is the real one, right?
With the return of the true moon, the shadow naturally lost its place in the heavens. Now, it is disintegrating bit by bit. It's a process that, when it occurs, it looks like the moon is being obscured by a black shadow. But when it stops, the shadow...
So, you're saying there's an invisible fake moon blocked...
Indeed.
Okay, this is not what Paimon was expecting.
My hypothesis is that people's wishes could be what trigger the periods of disintegration. After all, when you experienced that episode just now, it was precisely when Miss Linlang spoke of her own.
Wait, is that because the White Horse... So, That means the more wishes we make...
Quite the contrary. After countless years trapped inside, the two have merged into one.
Oh no! So,
Do not burden yourself with such thoughts. Because of your actions, a promising opportunity has presented itself to us. Let us not forget, what is crumbling is also precisely that which imprisons her.
Oh no! So, by bringing the moon back, we actually hurt the white horse...
Yes, and
Yes.
that is why I invited you here tonight. However, while I had, I must admit, a certain reluctance to implicate you in more of Tevat's secrets. Often, the deeper one's knowledge of such matters,
Give me secrets. Give me secrets
the harder
now.
it becomes to extricate oneself from them. You are someone who once traveled through the boundless sea of stars. I cannot help but wonder. Perhaps it is wrong for your fate to become too entangled with the...
What do you do, Planet Tibet?
Such is your conviction, then. Since journeying beyond Lille, you have had ample time to... Very well. The first secret I must reveal is that Zibai has long since passed away. The being within the Shadow Moon is merely one of the 3 deadly selves she severed
The white horse adeptus...
Please, remain calm. The 3 deadly selves is a practice used by those engaged in spiritual cultivation. The intent is to sever the 3 vice-laden mortal selves to reveal one's true, pure self beneath. However, Zibai's 3 selves are more complicated in nature. Because in the moment before her death, someone preserved the shattered essence of her soul and placed the fragments within her 3 deadly selves. If we retrieve the 3 fragments of her soul, there is a chance we can restore her presence in the mortal realm.
So that means we can bring her back to life?
Yes, provided we retrieve the fragments of her soul's essence from the 3 deadly selves.
Okay.
Indeed, the being you encountered was Zibai's first deadly self, Ziju. After Zibai's death, she ascended to the heavens and became one with the Shadow Moon. The essence that resides within her is a heavenly soul, also known as Taiguang. Thus, this self is the closest to Zibai's true name. That said, because she is trapped within the Shadow Moon, her second deadly self is called Ziju. After Zibai's death, she fell into a slumber deep beneath the earth in what is now known as the Chasm. That said, because she is trapped within the Shadow Moon, we have no choice but to seek out the other 2 soul essences first. Then we can unite them as one. The essence within her is the Earth Soul, also known as Xuangling. She is the self that inherited most of Zibai's memories.
The chasm?
That won't be necessary. I sensed her presence on the jade carriage from earlier. Though it's possible, the return of the Frost Moon awakened her, and she emerged from the chasm alongside that...
Wait! That must be why you're...
Indeed. So in truth, Miss Linlong was the one who helped me. The third deadly self is Zichao. The essence within her is the human soul, also known as Yojing, Zibai's shade. Thus, she lent me her aid during the Archon War, 1,000 years ago. But later, as her I imagine finding Zichao should prove...
So, we need to find...
Locating her should not prove difficult. In life, Zibai was fond of mortals, and as the self who inherited most of her memories and wisdom, Ziju, it's possible she has possessed someone, and is meandering the bustling streets of Liyue Harbor as we speak.
There she is.
Possess someone? Wait!
What if she raided a tomb?
Exactly! Lu Xiangxiang!
It seems you have a lead in...
Should still be at Boo Pharmacy. She was super... You think it could be her?
It's quite possible. The deadly cell... A sound plan. I must. Zichao went into hiding after the Archon War. If I am to have any success tracking her down, then there's no guarantee.
There's still so much you haven't told us! Like, who the... Not to mention who it was that...
Should our endeavor prove successful, then naturally those answers will follow. If not, speaking of them would be rather... It would seem that this is a question you are unwilling... It was the Avatar of Time. Ah.
The ruler of time.
Indeed. Preserving what remained of Zibai's soul in the moment before her death. Only the power of time could be capable. However, there is no telling what effect it has had on the three deadly sins. On the night of Lantern Rite, countless Shao lanterns and the wishes written upon them will be released into the sky. I estimate that this event will trigger the Shadow Moon's collapse. When that happens, the cage that confines the first deadly self will open. That is our moment to act, but also the moment where all could be lost. For if we fail to retrieve the other two soul fragments in time, Zibai's resurrection is hopeless.
Understood.
As I mentioned before, the answers to your remaining questions should come in time, providing our efforts bear fruit. Let us hope that all proceeds smoothly in the days to come.
I think this is a good place to leave it off. Okay,
No more lies.
Go!
Quietly now. Letting brave names echo! Here comes the cash. A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues.
impressive. Now what? Okay. Yay.
I'm keeping a lookout. Don't worry, there's no ambush.
Okay, let's do this. Anyway, I think I'll leave here for now. I can't wait to turn for more of the Lantern Rite. Anyway, this is Spike Bebop. Peace out.